welcome back to the 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along. Today we are making this gorgeous simple square. It is called the Simple Square and it is gorgeous. It is so simply made, but it just has such a wonderful effect, and it would have equally as wonderful effect if you did it all in one colour as well. So as you can probably see, it has alternates between closed rounds and more open rounds. So you could do this in a different colour every round, or you could alternate like I have, or as I said, you could obviously do it all in one colour. So I'm just going to show you a little trick while we're working along as to how to carry your colour if you don't want to have ends from every colour change. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have 12 ends. If you change colour every round, you'd have 12 ends. So I've done it so you only have 4 ends, so that kind of works quite nicely for me. Because it's quite hard, because of it being open, it's quite hard to carry your yarn along and work over it, because you just get loose open strands across here. So by carrying your colour, all you have is this little bit of purple. See this bit of purple there, and this bit of purple there, and then this bit of pink and this bit here. That's all you have by bringing up your yarn without actually changing colour every single round. So this is what we're making. You might want to grab your hook, yarn, scissors and a cup of tea or coffee, and let's get started. Okay, for today's square, let's just get straight on into it, shall we? A nice simple square. Simple square, that's what it's called. So I'm going to use the magic circle today, magic ring. You could do a chain 4 and slip stitch to form a ring if you prefer. Okay, I'm using the magic ring just for a change. So into this ring we are going to chain 3. So I'm just chaining 2 because I always do a chain 1 to secure my ring. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 more double crochet into the ring. That first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. And then chain 3 for your corner, and then 3 more double crochet. Chain 3 for the next corner, and then you're going to do another 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 3, and then slip stitch to the top of your initial chain 3. Okay, when you've slip stitched to your chain 3, just pull your square in nice and tightly. Pull that center in, and even if you've done a chain 4 and slip stitch for a ring, you can still pull those in quite tightly. Okay, so that's round 1. Now for round 2, you can either change colour, well for every round here, you can change colour or you can stay with the same colour. Now I'm going to change colour every other round, but if you're staying with the same colour, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm going to change to my purple, which it all kind of went a bit messy and tangled, so I just wrapped it around this piece of card. And then what I did was I used these hair clips. They're brilliant for keeping the ends of yarn secure. So you just pop them on, and you've got your end there, and then you just pop it on, and there we go. It keeps your end secure without getting all unravelled. They are brilliant, and you can get packs of these really cheaply, so they are brilliant to use. Just a useful little tip there for you. Okay, so if you're joining a new colour, a good place to join is in the corner. So I'm going to join mine in the corner. You could join it where you've already started. I'm going to join in the corner, and it won't make any difference. I will help you through that, okay? So the other thing you can do is fasten off this colour and rejoin your colour in the same place, or rejoin in the corner of your new colour. But because the back doesn't matter to me quite as much, I am not going to give myself lots of ends to sew in. I know I work over my ends a lot, but I'm just going to pull that loop up, and I'm going to leave that until the next round. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this colour in and join in the corner. Okay, so just saves me having ends every single row to join. So what you're going to do for this round is in your corner, I'm going to show you what you're going to do in your corner, and then I will tell you what show you what you'll be doing on the side if you're working on the side. Okay, so your corner is a double crochet, chain 3 and a double crochet. So what we're going to do is, if you move your joining yarn to this far side of the corner, and then chain 4. Okay, chain 4, and that will count as a double crochet and a chain 1. And then you're going to do a double crochet into the first double crochet along. So this is where, if you are continuing with the same colour, then you want to do a chain 3 from where you are. Okay, do a chain 3 from this stitch, and that will be your first double crochet. Okay, and then you're going to, this is everybody, wherever you've joined, you're going to do a chain 1, and then you're going to do a double crochet in the last double crochet, so skip the middle one and do a double crochet in that last stitch, and chain 1, and then you're going to do a double crochet in your corner space and chain 3 and a second double crochet in your corner space. Okay, and then chain 1, and then you're going to do a double crochet into your first stitch on this side. If you've dropped your loop, just leave that behind, don't worry about that, just go into that stitch. Well, it's a chain, isn't it? So just go into there and do your stitch, don't worry about that loop. Okay, then chain 1, skip a stitch and do a double crochet in that last one, chain 1, double crochet in your corner, chain 3, double crochet in the same corner, chain 1, and then you're going to repeat along, do a double crochet in the first stitch, skip 1, chain 1 and skip, do a double crochet in the next one, chain 1, and then do your corner of double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Continue that around, and then I will join you back to finish the last corner. Okay, so on your last corner, if you started in the corner, you are going to do your last double crochet in chain 1 and then do a double crochet into the corner, chain 3, and then you're going to join in the third chain up, okay, leaving that chain 1 space. If you started on the side where you joined your previous round, if you started on this side, then you want to just do your final corner, chain 1, and then slip stitch to the top of your initial chain 3. Okay, and so this is what you should have at the end of round 2. Okay, so if you are alternating your colours as I am, then you want to just pull that loop up and drop that down. If you are changing colour for the first time, then you can, as I did before, you can drop this loop and then join your new colour in the corner. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so as before, it doesn't matter where you're starting. I'll help you along wherever you are. So if you are picking up this loop from round 1, we're going on to round 3 now. If you're picking up that loop, you want to start in this first double crochet or chain 3 that you did for your corner. Okay, pop your hook into there, bring this loop up to your hook and pull through, ready to start again with that colour. Mine's going a bit funny. Strands are all splitting. Okay, so you can see it's not being pulled up too far, and you'll see that a bit more later. So you want to just pull that through that first stitch in your corner, and if you are continuing from the previous round, then you will have your yarn in that stitch anyway. Okay, and all you're going to do is one stitch in every stitch and every chain space. Okay, so your first one, as always, will be chain 3, and then you're going to do a double crochet in this chain 1 space, and then a double crochet in the next stitch, and in the chain space, the next stitch, then the chain space, then the next stitch, and then in your corner you are going to do 2 double crochet this time, 2 double crochet in your corner, chain 3, sorry, I was going to say chain 2, chain 3, and then 2 more double crochet. So corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2 and chain 3 and 2 double crochet. So if you starting your new colour in your corner, then you want to do a chain 3 as your first double crochet, and then do a second double crochet, and then chain 3 for the space, and then 2 more double crochet. Okay, so chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and then continue as we have been doing with 1 double crochet in every stitch and 1 in every space. Okay, so in these chain spaces along here, you're going to do 1 stitch in each of those and 1 in each stitch. Oops, some more yarn. So nice easy round, just follow that as you go, and then when you get back to where you started, you want to, wherever you started, you want to do a slip stitch in the top of your chain 3. Okay, so I will see you back when you have finished, or when I've finished. And there we go, there's the end of round 3. So you can see now that what we're doing is we're having a solid round and then a more open round, okay? And then we have a solid round. So solid, open, solid, and then this round will be another open round with the chain 1s. So I've dropped my loop down again, and I'm going to go back to my other colour in the corner. So if I show you where this colour got brought up, so we've got this little strand of yarn here where it was taken up a row, but it's not, it doesn't look too bad, and personally I'd rather that than just have to throw all the ends in. So it's up to you whether you mind how that looks or not. I'll show you how this one looks at the end of this round as well. So what we're going to do for round 4, wherever you are starting, I'm going to pull this up into the corner. Start from my corner. If you're rejoining a new, or if you're joining a new colour, then it is easiest to just start in the corner. It's slightly neater than having all your chains building up along the side. They hide a bit more in the corner. So I am going to do as before in my corner. I'm going to chain, actually I need to pull that through. I don't, okay. So I'm going to chain 3. I need to pull it through a stitch. I don't. Okay, sorry guys, just getting slightly confused. So going to chain 3. Okay, and then chain an extra one for your chain 1 space, and then work straight into the next stitch with a double crochet and chain 1, skip a stitch and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. And you're going to work this all the way along all your stitches on the side. Do a double crochet, skip a stitch, chain 1, and then go into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip, and then you'll be into the last stitch along. Okay, so wherever you're starting, chain 3 as your first stitch, as always, and then chain 1, skip a stitch, and then do your next double crochet. And then in your corners, you're going to do 2 double crochet, sorry, 1 double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet. Okay, remember you want to do like chain 1 before you go into your corner, which I didn't do there. So you do your last stitch, and then you do a chain 1, and then you do your corner double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet. Okay, and then you're going to do a chain 1 before your next stitch, and then your next stitch will be the first double crochet here. Don't work into your dropped loop. Okay, and then chain 1, skip a stitch, and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so do that all the way along, and then in your corners, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Remembering to do a chain 1 before your corner stitch and a chain 1 after your corner stitch. So work this all the way around, and when you get back to your beginning, in the corner you will do your last double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch to the top of your starting chain 3. Slip stitch to the top of, to the third chain, sorry, getting my words muddled. You will slip stitch to the third chain of the 4. We've got 4 chains here for the double crochet and chain 1 space. So you want to go into the third chain up and join for the end of the round, or if you're starting around the side, then just slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. Okay, just as we did on this round 2 down here. So there we are at the end of round 4, looking good, and you can see why it's called the simple square. It is very simple, especially if you're staying with the same colour, extra simple. So for round 5, we're going to, if you're changing colour with me, you want to change back to your first colour. So I'm just going to pull this one up and then go back to my first colour and pull that loop down. And we're going to repeat this solid round. So what you're going to be doing is 1 stitch in every stitch along and in every chain. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches along your side, okay? 15 stitches along each side, plus in your corners you will be doing 2 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochet. So you'll have 15 plus 2 on each end, okay? So 19 altogether. So 15 in the centre, 2 on each end. So you just need to pull, join your yarn in any stitch that's appropriate, wherever your loop is near. So I'm going to do this one here. It's quite near this one. So, oh, I said I was going to show you that other colour pulling up. So where are we? Around here. So if you can see this bit here, this is where I carried my yarn up for the last round. So it's really not, really doesn't do too bad a job. Okay, so I'm just going to pull my yarn through this stitch here to rejoin it. There we go. Okay, so start with a chain 3 for your first stitch, and then 1 stitch in every stitch and chain space, and in your corners 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Okay, and I will see you at the end of this round. And there we go, at the end of round 5. I love this square, love it. So what we're going to do now is a final round with the second colour, if you're changing colours, and it's going to be another round of these open double crochet chain 1, double crochet chain 1. So wherever your yarn is, or wherever you wish to join it, go ahead. I've just fastened off this pink colour. I've just fastened that one off because that's finished. So where am I going to pull this up? I think it's going to go into this stitch just here. So for this round, remember you're going to do, actually let me start in this first one here. First one by the corner, because that's going to have a stitch in it. Okay, pull that loop up. I'm working all a bit backwards now, aren't I? Getting myself confused as usual. Never mind, hey. We get there in the end, don't we? Always get there in the end. So I'm going to do a chain 3 for this first double crochet, and then I'm going to chain another one. So when I come back around, I will slip stitch in the third chain and leave the last chain as that chain 1 space. And then I'm going to skip a stitch and go into the next stitch with a double crochet, chain 1, skip, and then do a double crochet in the next. Oops, not like that, I'm not. Let's try that again, shall we? So double crochet in the stitch, and then chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next, and you're going to work that all the way along. And when you get to your corner, you will do your last chain 1, and then in the space you will do a double crochet, chain 3, a double crochet, all the way around until you get back to the beginning, wherever you're starting there or in the corner, and a slip stitch to your starting chain. And I will see you at the end of this round. Here we go for our square at the end of round 6. Now, if you need a bit of extra sizing, you could do another solid round. Depending on how much you need, you could just do half double crochets or single crochets. Just do it in exactly the same way, 1 in every stitch, 1 in every chain space, and in your corner 2 stitches, chain 3, 2 stitches, whatever size stitch you're doing. If this double crochet round brought it up a little bit too big, you could always do that last round in half double crochets or single crochets. Again, do 1 stitch, chain 1, another stitch, just exactly the same way, just change your stitch sizing. So there we go. If I show you, this is where I've carried my yarn, this corner here, just got 1 strand there and 1 there. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then my pinks over here, just got 1 here and 1 here. So again, it doesn't look too bad to me. It looks compared to the rest of the square, it sort of blends in a bit. And then I've just got 2 ends of each colour. That's all I've got to sew in, which is fabulous. So I'm going to sew those in now, and then I'll show you the final picture at the end, as I always do. So for now, I hope you've enjoyed crocheting along with me. I hope you found this tutorial useful and helpful, and if you have, then please, as always, give us a thumbs up by clicking that like button just down there. So there are just 2 more days of squares to come. We do have some bonus ones still to come, and we've got an extra bonus for you for the end of this year. So 2 more squares to come, another lovely sort of classic but lovely square tomorrow, and then a grand finale to come the next day for the 31st of December. An absolutely gorgeous square that's being worked on right now by our team, and it is going to be a super one for the last day. So keep tuned. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button just down there, then hit that subscribe button and that bell. If you click on that bell, then it will notify you as soon as we have a new video up. So don't miss out on any of the extras, the bonus squares. Click that bell and you'll know as soon as we have one up. So until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.